Hey, everybody, and welcome back. Now, this is part of our special series at Ask a Founder, but joining me today is our president and co-founder, Gregg Hanan. How you doing, Gregg?
Hey Tony, how you doing? Thanks for having me on this wonderful show of yours. I think
Yeah,
you
of
got a
course.
good job here.
I've been
Uh,
super excited to get you on here.
yeah, I'm excited to be here, and sorry it took us so long to get this scheduled, but happy to do it and happy to share whatever advice we can to help entrepreneurs, merchants, agencies of all kinds in this crazy time that we're living through.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, kind of nuts, and we're at the epicenter, so to speak.
Sure.
Things are starting to look up, though. Hospitals numbers are going down. The curve seems to be flattening. We still have quite a ways away, but this is it's certainly some positive trends we're seeing, and we're starting to see positive trends in retail and e-commerce as well. Lifts across the board on in certain categories. And it's just very exciting and kind of, I don't know, I guess heartwarming to see.
Yeah, I think from a modern world standpoint, we're in the best place that we could possibly be right now. We have a lot of smart people. We have unbelievable infrastructure with companies and technology. And I think that we're in a great spot to be able to get through this. I think it's going to take a while, but I also see a bright future. But that future is definitely a couple of miles away.
Awesome. Yeah, so I know that I've spoken with Brian already, and we've gone through, the history of how you and Brian really got started, what that was like. I mean, for anybody that didn't get to see Brian, if you're watching with me and Gregg here, I mean, these guys basically grew up together. Brian described Gregg as like the cool kid, that like he saw in the hallways and was like, I could totally be friends with that guy. And then I think from day one, you guys immediately started trying to build a business, even as youngsters.
Yeah, Brad and I go back to like middle school. We lived in the same town. We went to the same school. Um, I would definitely say it was probably the other way. Brian's definitely a lot cooler than me. He's also a lot smarter than me. I would say to anybody out there, if you want to start a business and your best friend is smarter than you, jump on that bandwagon and it's been nothing but a great journey this entire time. So it's been fun, and to be able to do it with your friends and people that you care about, it makes it better. I know people have said otherwise, but I think it's like anything. You have to put the energy and the effort into it to make it what it can be.
Yeah, of course. And so you're like, you guys are truly the ultimate entrepreneurs, I would say. And I've known you for so many years, and we've worked together for so long. We've been through, oh man, have we been through things. And exciting and fun and also trying and challenging at times. Is there anything that I guess you would want to say to entrepreneurs in general? We work with e-commerce businesses, of course. We don't necessarily always work with an e-commerce business. You provide, advice and consulting to many types of businesses. I know we work with even, charitable organizations. Especially during these tough times. Like, what are you seeing? Like, what are you hearing? What do you feel like is important to note?
Yeah. So I think, you know, obviously no one's ever been through anything like this. But I think as a company, and also personally, I've been through some pretty hard times. There's definitely ebbs and flows of timelines of things that you wish you could either go back and redo or didn't happen. But those are the things that really you can learn from. You can take that experience and you can find a way to move forward. And what I've really learned throughout this whole entire experience is no matter how bad you ever think that it is, if you just get up the next day and you keep moving forward, you'll be all the better for it. Even if you can't see, the next 3 steps ahead of you, that's okay. Just take the next step and march forward. Right. That's high level advice. But it would be the best advice that I can give anybody that either is in a business today, starting a business, or wants to start one in the future, right? Because there's definitely highs and lows. As a way of advice, as opposed to where we are today, in today's climate, I definitely have some advice that I want to share with people.
Yeah, please.
And some of it is overall for entrepreneurs. Some of it is specific to merchants. Some of it can be built for agencies. So take what you can from it, and I hope that it will help. So I guess my first item is cash flow, right? Cash flow is very important to any business. I would build a 12-month cash flow. You could even do a 3-month cash flow and then keep going back. Google Sheets has an annual budget tracker. I highly recommend it. It's really easy to use. You can relabel any field you want. You can plug in your revenue of what you think it's going to be for whatever 3, 6, 9 months, and put all your expenses in there. You can put your balance of whatever your balance is in your bank account, your business account today, and it will kind of give you a snapshot of where you can be in 3 months, 6 months, or 9 months. And I would go back every 30 to 45 days and I would keep updating that business tracker. And I would keep a really close eye on your cash flow. And I would make sure that you are paying attention to, all of those inputs and outputs. So what is the money coming in and what are the expenses going out? I would also go line by line on my expenses, and I would look at things that I can either cut, things that I can scale back, as far as, if I have, licenses for, a software that has 10 people, maybe I don't need 10 people on that software program.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I can scale that
Mm-hmm.
down to 5 or 2, whatever the case may be. That I think is a really, really important exercise. And I would also do that personally, right? That's something that I did. I went through every personal expense that I had personally. And I looked at, things that we're not going to be using during this time.
Mm-hmm.
And we canceled those services or we paused those services, right? For the time being. So I think that's important. Definitely keeping an eye on your cash flow. Number 2, I would look at building in shipping redundancy. So what do I mean by that? I mean, if you're shipping from your garage or you're shipping from your warehouse and you can no longer ship from there for other reasons, I would look at third-party fulfillment companies where you can split your shipping, whether they ship it for you or you ship it yourself. But this way you have continuity in your pipeline to deliver products or items to your customers. That's obviously very important. There's great companies out there. I know we're also trying to help people out in this area.
Mm-hmm.
So do some searches, look around, talk to people, see what they're doing, but definitely look at ways to building shipping redundancy. I know capital has been a number 1 item. I saw some town halls from Ecommerce. They said capital was number 2 to number 3 on the list of merchants. There's definitely places where you can get capital. You definitely want to be careful. You definitely want to consult with your accountant, or if you have a part-time CFO or a friend in the finance industry, because you want to just make sure that the terms around the capital are fair and you understand them. You also want to build whatever interest and debt into your cash flow. So just keep that in mind. But, people that are offering capital out there, I know Shopify, if you're on Shopify, they have a capital program. I know there's big commerce partnerships that they're offering capital. I know you can go to Square, PayPal, Stripe are all offering opportunities for capital. Again, you want to read the T's and C's. And again, you want to build it into your cash flow. But those are things that you can look at for outside capital. Next would be channels. I think, channels and marketplaces. If you're not on eBay today, maybe looking into offering your products on eBay. Can you work with affiliates? There's definitely lots of affiliate programs out there. We have one that is, I think, very beneficial to the customer and to us. It's definitely a partnership.
And super unique in the realm of affiliate marketing.
Yeah, and also there's other great ones out there like a Win and share a sale. So
Mission Junction. Yep.
function, this isn't just all about us. Go out and see what's out there, right? It can't hurt, and that could be really positive for you. Other channels like Bing advertising definitely can be very powerful. I know that we're seeing a lot of great results for merchants that are advertising on Bing today. So highly recommend it. Look for other avenues, other marketplaces that you can get your product out there,
Mm-hmm.
right? I think that's important, and it can help with sales, and that's what this is really all about. My next one would be, what we try to focus at Sales and Orders is concentrate on your customers, right?
Of course.
What are the things that you can do to make their experience shopping with you or using your service? How can you make that experience better on a constant daily basis, right? For e-commerce merchants, can you do local delivery? I know you don't have a brick and mortar store, but that you still have a warehouse. You can still push advertising or offer local delivery next day, same day. Whatever you do, local delivery is going to be very important in the next, the next 2 years of e-commerce. And I think that's important for everyone to build a local delivery program,
Right.
and help out the people that are local to you that are looking for a service or a product.
Right. And you can enhance how you're delivering your products, or even in marketing, or expanding your reach by region and advertising platforms, everything. So it's a no-brainer.
It's also just smart, and people are looking for local. People want to get their products from people that are close to them, that are in their community. They're looking to help out small to medium-sized businesses. They obviously need the support and the help, and also it's good for the entire community when you're buying local. There's no question about it, and we should try to do it more and promote it more. Can you also, in the same theme, can you also offer your customers a subscription model program? Maybe they're like razor blades. I know are very popular. People always look for paper towels, things that they can constantly reorder from you. That's programmatically done once a month. You automatically ship it to them.
Right.
It's good for the customer. It's easy for them to not have to think about. They prefer it. People are used to this model, and it's also great for your business. Building recurring revenue in any business is always a good idea.
Yeah, and I always kind of like fall back and like look what Chewy did, and Chewy was like the ultimate model for that subscription. Not only the subscription model, but just being able to constantly reconnect with your customers and ensure that they're happy and they're getting their products when they want them without question.
Yeah, and Chewy definitely went through some tough times, and they really figured out a way through technology and e-commerce and marketing to connect with their customers, right? I think that's what really separates Chewy apart, is that they've really found a way to connect, make it a better shopping experience for their customers, and be a part of that pet community. Chewy's a really great example. One of the things that's always in our playbook, and it's been in our playbook for years since we started building e-commerce sites, is, after somebody orders from you, reaching out to them, whether it's via email or a phone call. I prefer a phone call. I know that's tough to scale, but I think it's important. Calling the customer after they've ordered or after they've received their item to say, hey, was there any problems? Did you get everything okay? And, offering them a coupon for the next time they shop. You're building customer loyalty there. You're connecting with your customer. I think that's really important. And then you're also getting a way to, maybe if they want to buy something else, they're going to think about you. And I think that's really helpful. We've been talking about that in all different ways since the beginning of us building e-commerce sites. It's hard to scale, but it is effective, right? And then, just overall, how can you optimize the shopping experience for your customer? Can you make checkout easier? Can you increase your page load time? Things like that. Like, look around, you can install software. You can see how people are shopping on your site, and maybe you can find things that will lead to higher conversion rates and a better shopping experience. I think all those things would help